Hey everyone, welcome back to the Align Strength Podcast, where we align mind, body, and spirit through fitness. I'm your host, Mandy Scow, and today we are talking about the top 10 questions fitness pros get asked all the time, and then we're going to answer those questions. So I hope you are all having a great week. Hopefully I sound somewhat normal today, but the cold crud has gone through our house and currently it's my turn. So bear with me if I get a little bit hoarse or sniffly. But in this episode, this is going to be a fun episode because we're answering top 10 questions that fitness professionals get asked all the time. You could be just starting out in fitness or you've been training for a while, but these are the questions that come up over and over. So I'm going to be breaking them down and giving you real, no BS answers. I'm really excited to be doing this episode because there is so much misinformation in the fitness world. If you've ever Googled best workout for weight loss, what do you get? I'm guessing you get 100 different answers and you're probably overwhelmed. So today, let's answer some of these questions. Here we go. Question number 1. What's the best workout for weight loss? The best workout is one that you will actually do and stay consistent with. With that being said, a mixture of strength training and cardio is the most effective. Strength training helps build lean muscle, which boosts your metabolism, while cardio helps burn extra calories. If you're looking for a simple and effective strength routine, I do have a great 5-week program, which includes 3 quick dumbbell workouts per week, so you get results without spending hours in the gym. If you want more information on that, reach out and we can chat. So, question number 1, the best one, ultimately, is one that you're going to actually do and stay consistent with, and then try and mix strength training weights with the cardio. Okay, question number 2. How do I lose belly fat? I wish I could tell you that crunches will melt belly fat, but that's not how it works. You can't spot reduce fat. Fat loss happens overall, and the key is strength training, good nutrition, and managing stress. Cortisol, which is your stress hormone, can actually cause more belly fat storage. So if you're always stressed, your body might be holding on to extra fat. So what can I focus on? So here's what you can focus on. Focus on strength training 3 to 4 days a week. Focus on eating enough protein and whole foods. Focus on sleeping at least 7 hours a night. Focus on stress management. Things like slow, deep breathing, going for walks, journaling, or stretching. Everyone's stress management can look different, but you need to find what works for you to relieve stress. All right, question number 3. How often should I work out? Well, it depends on your goal, but for most people, a solid routine looks like this. Strength training, which would include using weights, strength training at least 3 to 4 times a week. Cardio, 1 to 2 times a week, and this can be walking, running, cycling, whatever you enjoy. And then an active movement in every day. So if you consider a rest day, there still is active movement in that. So we're going to talk about rest days. So because you consider it a rest day, that doesn't mean laying on the couch all day and doing nothing. Your body still needs movement every single day, even on recovery days. So this movement could be a 30-minute walk, yoga or stretching, light mobility work, even playing outside with your kids or walking your dog. Movement helps with blood flow, muscle recovery, and keeping your body feeling good. If you completely stop moving, you'll feel more stiff, more sore, and less motivated to jump back into your routine. So yes, it is very important to take rest days, but make them active rest days. Keep your body moving, even if it's just a short walk or some stretching. Your future self will thank you if you keep moving. Question number 4. What should I eat before and after a workout? So before a workout, you'll want to mix some carbs and protein for energy. So a banana with any type of nut butter, almond butter, peanut butter. So a banana with that, or Greek yogurt with some berries works great. So either one of those works great. And then after a workout, your muscles need protein and carbs to recover. So something like chicken with rice or a protein smoothie will help your body bounce back as well. Side note on protein, you find what protein you like and what works for you. But I can just say what we use in our house is Clean Simple Eats. We also have this at our gym. So protein, they have other products as well, but Clean Simple Eats is what we like. And in the show notes, there is a link with a discount code for 10% off if you want to try Clean Simple Eats at all. That is an option. Question number 5. What supplements should I take? What supplements should I take? First, you're going to want to focus on real foods. Supplements are just that. They're a supplement to a good diet. So with that being said, a few things that I personally recommend. Again, protein powder. If you struggle to get enough protein with your food, then add protein powder. Not only protein powder, Clean Simple Eats actually has a clear protein, which is in a can. It's not carbonated, but it tastes really, really good. It's in a can and it's not powder. So some people don't like the powder stuff. These cans that they have, there's tons of different flavors and they're really good. So maybe try that to get extra protein in. But going back to the supplements, so extra protein, electrolytes. You're going to want to rebuild your electrolytes, especially if you sweat a lot or work out in the heat. So getting that, there's a lot of like energy type drinks, powders that you can add to your water, that type of stuff to get the extra electrolytes back in. So that is another supplement too. And then creatine. So creatine is one of the most studied, safest, and effective supplements out there. It has been around for decades and is backed by hundreds of scientific studies proving its benefits for muscle recovery, strength, and performance. There's so much information that I could go on and on about creatine, but I'm going to save that for a separate episode. So stay tuned for a future episode specifically on creatine. But it's safe, it's good for muscle recovery, strength, performance, all of that. So that's 3 different supplements that you could look into if you don't get enough of it in your real food. Question number 6. How long does it take to see results? This depends on consistency. And I mean 100% consistency. If you are lifting regularly, getting your cardio in, eating nutritious meals, and staying on track without long breaks, you can expect. This is what you can expect in these time frames. But that's only if you stay consistent, lift regularly, eat nutritious meals consistently, and don't take any breaks. So 2 to 4 weeks, you'll start to feel changes. In 2 to 4 weeks, feel changes which are more energy, better endurance, improved strengths. Your workouts may start to feel easier. You might notice small changes in your muscle tone. Now, I do have some people that say, I thought my workouts would feel easier, but they don't. But keep in mind, you might be upping your weights too. So as you're getting stronger, you might be bumping up in weights. So that would be a reason why they're going to continue to be tougher. And every day is different too. But you're going to start to feel better. Okay, 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks of consistent, of good 100% consistency. This is when you'll typically start seeing changes. You will start seeing leaner muscles, slight fat loss, or your clothes could be fitting differently. And then let's bump it up to 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months, if you've stayed fully committed, this is where the real transformation happens. You'll see muscle definition, fat loss, and strength gains. But here's the thing. If you stop, pause, or take multiple breaks, these timelines reset. So if you take a break for a couple weeks, you're going back to ground zero. You're starting over with those timelines. So a week off here and there isn't a big deal, but if you're inconsistent, skipping workouts, going off track with nutrition, it's going to slow down or even reverse the progress. The key is progress, not perfection. If you have a rough day, get back on track the next day instead of letting it turn into a rough week. Long-term consistency beats short-term intensity every time. So remember that. If you have a rough day, don't let your whole week go to shit. Here's a good, I heard this and it was so good because it like really resonated. So you're in the kitchen, you drop a plate. You drop one plate. Are you going to take all of the plates out of the cabinet and drop all the plates? No. So it's like a meal. If you have one bad meal, don't throw away your whole day with bad meals. Just have that one bad meal and move on, reset. So think of it that way. One rough day, who cares? Get back on track, but don't make it a whole rough week. All right, question number 7. Should I do more cardio or strength training? Strength training should be the priority because it builds muscle and burns fat while you are resting. Cardio is great for heart health, but shouldn't replace lifting weights. A good mix of both weights and cardio is ideal. Question number 8. How do I stay motivated? Here's the raw truth. You won't always be motivated, and that's okay. Motivation is temporary, but discipline is what gets results. Some days you'll feel fired up and ready to crush your workout. Other days, you'll want to skip it, hit snooze, and make excuses. But guess what? You don't get to only show up when it's easy. This is where accountability comes in. Sometimes you have to put your big girl or big boy panties on and do the work even when you don't feel like it. Because your results don't care about your feelings. So if you don't feel like working out, too bad, show up anyway. If you don't feel like meal prepping, do it anyway. Your goals depend on it. If you don't feel like staying consistent, go back to remember why you started. So the difference between people who see results and those who don't is those who see results take action no matter what. They don't wait for motivation to magically show up. They build habits, create discipline, and make it part of their lifestyle. So here's how you can stay on track. 1, set non-negotiables. You don't ask yourself if you'll work out, you just do it. 2, find an accountability system, whether it's a coach, a gym buddy, or even a sticky note on your mirror. 3, focus on how you feel, not how you look. This is huge. As you get older, like I'm over 40, okay? Like the whole how I look, it's out the window. It's all about how I feel. And that should be at any point in any age. The energy, you need energy. You want to feel good. You want to feel good to do things with your family, anything. So just put that in your head. Focus on how you feel more than how you look. And then also remember your why. What's more important to you? 30 minutes of discomfort or staying stuck where you are? So 30 minutes of working out and crushing it, 30 minutes, think of that, 30 minutes of discomfort and working out or being stuck where you are. So remember your why. At the end of the day, you are the only one responsible for your progress. So it's all on you. You're responsible. No one else can do the work for you. So ditch the excuses, show up, and make it happen. Because your future self, again, will be thanking you for not quitting. Question number 9. How do I prevent injuries? Most injuries happen from poor form, skipping warm-ups, and overtraining. So, to be safe, always warm up before workouts. Focus on good form over heavy lifting. So, good form over heavy weights. Incorporate mobility work and pelvic floor exercises. And actually, in episode number 4, that episode is all on pelvic floor exercises. So in the show notes, there'll be a link for a free downloadable PDF on pelvic floor exercises too. So look that up in the show notes. But yes, warm-ups, good form, mobility work, stretching, and pelvic floor exercises can help to prevent injuries. Okay, we are on question number 10, our last question here. So the question is, do I really need to lift weights if I just want to be toned? Yes, 1000% yes. If you want to be toned, you need to build muscle. And the only way to do that is through strength training. Now let's address the biggest myth I hear all the time, and that is, I don't want to get bulky. Lifting weights will not make you bulky. For women, it is physiologically impossible to get bulky from lifting unless you are doing these things. That is, training like a bodybuilder, which means lifting extremely heavy for hours a day, or if you're eating a huge calorie surplus, way more food than your body needs, or you're taking testosterone or steroids, which is not what the average person is doing. Okay, so those things have to be done to become bulky for a woman. All right, now, women naturally have low testosterone, which means our bodies don't build huge. So bulky muscles, the way men do, isn't possible for women, okay, unless they're taking steroids or testosterone. So what does strength training actually do for women? Okay, so what it does is it defines and shapes your muscles. It burns fat even when you're at rest. It'll make you stronger without looking big, and then give you that lean, sculpted look that you're after. So the reason women feel bulky when they start lifting is because muscle builds faster than fat burns. If you don't adjust your nutrition, you might see the scale go up slightly at first. But that's not bulk, it's progress. As you keep lifting and burning fat, your muscles become lean and defined, exactly what toned means. So the bottom line, if you want to be toned, you need strength training. Cardio alone will not do it. If you just do cardio and don't lift, you'll lose fat and you'll lose muscle, making it harder to get that strong, fit look that you're hoping for. So stop fearing the weights. You can't accidentally get bulky. It takes years, and I mean years of intense training to build that kind of muscle to look bulky. So what you will get, though, is lean, strong, sculpted body that looks and feels amazing. All right, today's takeaway. So here's today's takeaway. There is no magic solutions. It's about consistency, balance, and finding what works for you. So if you want help getting started, reach out. I have a great 5-week program which can be customized for your goals. I can work one-on-one with you. This can be done virtually, so from anywhere. It's a great program to start with. Reach out to me if you're interested in that. If you love this episode, share it with a friend who you think could benefit from any of this information. And if you have more questions, send them my way, because maybe we could do a part 2 and have 10 more questions added to this episode. So thank you so much for joining and listening to the Align Strength podcast. If this episode has helped you, please leave a review. It means a lot and it helps others find our podcast. Remember, fitness is about aligning your mind, body, and spirit. Until next time, keep moving, stay strong, and stay consistent. Don't give up.